My name is Aisha Glover. I'm the president and CEO at the Newark Community Economic Development Corporation. I just want to welcome everybody out this morning to this beautiful, beautiful space. You guys did an amazing, amazing job. This is their 7th location, Woodstack's 7th location. I keep saying lucky number 7. You guys finally got it right. No, I'm just kidding. Just big, big, big congratulations to you, Tony, Sonny. You guys are really, really committed. I have to say, usually there's like 1 or 2 people that send a business owner my way. I can't tell you how many people referred you. They're like, go talk to him. You have to talk to him. You have to talk to him. And it was coming from multiple angles. I think I have about 7 of his cards on my desk. And the beautiful part about that is it was coming from other business owners. It was coming from my staff. It came from the mayor's detail. I mean, everybody, like really, it really speaks to how much you're connecting on so many different levels. And in all honesty, that was exactly how the conversation went. It was like, this is how Woodstack rolls. This is what we do when we come into a community. Who should I meet? Who should I be talking to? Who should I be linking up with? So you guys are definitely off on the right foot. These are precisely the types of businesses that we want to be supporting, that we want to see grow, and not just being, as Rutgers says, not just being in the community, but of the community. And the range in which the types of projects they were asking for, from community gardens to school programs to volunteering. I'm just really, really impressed with you, both as a business and as business owners. So thank you so much for choosing Newark. Thank you for choosing the South Ward. Thank you for choosing Clinton Ave. I only got one. Come on, people. So with that, I'd like to introduce Tony Forte.
Good morning. Good morning. How we feeling? Great. All right. Now, how in the world do I compete with the first morning of LeBron getting traded to Los Angeles and Mexico going against Brazil, and Mexico is down right now? I'm going for Mexico, y'all, but I know for starters, one thing I know that I have to compete is Newark's mayor for 4 more years, or ask Barack up on my side. So I feel strong about that, y'all. Let's get a round of applause for the mayor. Just as a phone is a phone until you have the iPhone. You know, something I often say is a sneaker store is a sneaker store until it's not. Until it's not. You know, when we started as a retailer for the community, we knew that we wanted to do something that was ingrained in the culture, ingrained in everything that this whole culture has been made of. We wanted to deliver service that was, whether the community even knew or appreciated what was given to them, they knew that after they received it, it was something that they can go to any store and at least challenge them. Like, nope, I know better. This is the expectation. Woodstack taught me. You know, you have a level of servicing for family. You have a level of servicing for community. And that's what we've really built this whole brand over. You know, I'm often asked, where does the name Woodstack come from? All right? And so, first of all, you'll be surprised at the stuff that you think of at 3 a.m. in the morning against a timeline. But more seriously, Woodstack is the combination of 2 words. 2 words, 1 ethos. It's wood, the natural element that is, you know, it's a natural element that preserves heritage. Lovers often inscribe their name in wood. And then you also have stack. Stack is a street moniker. It's a street moniker for aspiring for more. Stack your chips, stack your dollars, stack your coins. When you put the 2 together, it means preserve your heritage and aspire for more. All right? So for those that are asked, and if they ever ask you, like, so what's that store about? That's the building block, because you learn really quickly that for us, the name set the tone for the culture. and the culture sets the tone for the customer experience. So there's a reason why when you walk into Woodstack, you're greeted with what? I can't hear you. Absolutely. And within 1 minute, what do you have in your hand? That's what I'm talking about. And when you have a transaction, how's that given to you? Handed to you. With your receipt in what? That's what I'm talking about. We have a diverse employee group of over 40 across 7 stores, from Brooklyn to Newark. We have a proud heritage. And once again, just the same thing we ask of our customers, we too preserve our heritage and we too aspire for more. So this is store number 7. It's not the last one. It definitely is one that took a lot of pride in building. A lot of pride in building. Our community has embraced and never been afraid of who we service, what we service, and why we service them. It's something that we're all proud of. We're very well clear that we're in the inner city. Very well clear. We've been clear about that since the first Woodstack in 2011. All right? We just do things a little bit differently. The goal has been to deliver Fifth Avenue service, and then also pair that Fifth Avenue service with Soho area retail storytelling and benchmark setting customer experience. Benchmark setting customer service and community service like you've never seen before. Community service from the likes of yoga in the parks, same parks that we adopt. A monthly book club that we do with Angela Yee that she hosts. A scholarship that we offer to high school graduates that are going on to college. And 8 other programs that we currently have that are signature programs. We create these. We create all of these in-house, and we do this all for our customer base. We do this all for each of you. And so we're so proud now to call Newark our new home. And we're happy that Newark has welcomed us. I remember a meeting with Aisha about 4 weeks ago. And while I'm in the meeting, she takes me over to a map. And she's kind of walking me through Newark on the map. And then it's like, she has 2 areas. She was like, Tony, the West Ward and the South Ward, that's where 80% of the violent crime that Newark is known for takes place. 2 things that taught me. For a city as known as Newark, and the metropolis that it is, that's a huge name that it gets on it for being this kind of city when it happens in 2 places that's driving most of that. The second thing it tells me is we got a lot of work to do. And this is the kind of work that we love to do. It's the kind of work that we love to do. You know, I'll say it. We are an inner city boutique, and we don't apologize for that. This is where the work can be done. You know, so I'll take a second, and I actually want to say, Sonny, where are you? All right, y'all see Sonny? Harjeet? G? We're not hiding behind a curtain. We're right here in front of your face. That's Woodstack's leadership right there, along with 40+ employees. If you ever have a hard time recognizing us, just remember 3 super smooth Indian guys and 1 halfway smart black guy. And you'll never get it, you'll never miss it, you know? But I think a couple of things, and the last things I want to say is, to my Newark team, raise your hands, all right? Take a minute and look around you. This is your community. Each of you have been empowered. And if I'm lying, you can put your hand up, because I know I said it to each and every one of you. Treat the people that come into your store with the level of service you've always wanted and way too often never received. When we had our first launch, before DJ Doughboy even got the music cranking, one of the things I said to the team was, turn smugs to smiles. It's very natural for consumers to come into a store and act just like they are into any store they walk into. Why would they come in differently? They're often attacked. They're not treated as valued customers often the time. So before we sell a single shoe, before we sell a single piece of apparel, turn smugs to smiles. It's love. That's how you get to it. And love is way more valuable than any green dollar that comes into it. And you can get a lot more green dollars with love than with a smug. So, in closing, I want to thank all the vendor brand partners that came out to support us this morning and believing in us, because at the end of the day, we have the consumer that is inspiring and influencing the world globally in lifestyle. Way too often, maybe not thanked enough, they're coming from the inner city. Always have been. All right? I also want to take a second to thank the small businesses of Newark that have welcomed us, that shared our information with Aisha. I also want to thank the Newark team, all Woodstack employees. I also want to thank a person in particular who made it very, very easy to navigate. Sometimes when you're coming into a new space, you have to find your footing. And so it'll be totally inappropriate if I didn't thank him. And this is from myself, it's from Sonny, it's from the team. Jimmy, bro, I couldn't even do this without you. Sonny couldn't do this without you. And it was with your help as a neighbor across the street that became a valued friend and asset. And you are welcome here anytime. Everybody that you've put in front of us has treated us with open arms. I also want to thank Aisha and the Newark Economic Development Office. And lastly, I definitely want to thank our mayor for 4 more years, Mayor Rasbaracchio. So to each of you, I say preserve your heritage and aspire for more. Our new home is Newark, and rest assured, as long as our new home is Newark, it's all wood, y'all. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Tony, you running for office, Tony?
Got a good footsteps to follow.
That's right. I know that's right. Next, I just want to kind of reaffirm that you do have a community behind you, supporting you, from the Business Improvement District, which are squarely along the corridor, to the councilman's office. So we do have Elaine here on behalf of Councilman James that wants to offer a few remarks.
Good morning. So I'm Elaine, Chief of Staff of John Sharp James, Southport Councilman. He wanted to give you greetings and say congratulations, and he looks forward to working with you and buying his first pair of sneakers here.
It's the best way. That's the best way to support, right? Make sure we buy. So one of the things that struck me about what Tony was speaking on was about this level of service and luxury. And it reminded me of an interview that the mayor once gave, where he was talking about what Newark deserves and the implication that sometimes people assume that we shouldn't have a Whole Foods or we shouldn't have certain retail or amenities as if the city doesn't deserve it. And so I feel like Woodstack really speaks to that point. The mayor is adamant about that. We should be thinking about and pushing for and encouraging this level of quality. And so when I think about that quality and when I think about aiming higher and working towards more, I do think about the mayor and his leadership. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mayor, Rasbaracchio.
Good morning, good morning. After I listened to Tony, I realized this is not another sneaker store. So I've never been to a ribbon cutting, and the owners of the place gave a speech I appreciate that, brother. Gave me a whole nother outlook on, Woodstack and the foundation of it and what it really means. We appreciate it, and it's a good-looking store. And we deserve good-looking quality, as Aisha said, up here in this area in the South Ward. I used to come here when it was Clinton Men's, get me a couple of Timberlands and, some Long Johns. But this is it's a different place, completely different, and it signifies that the city is moving in a different direction. We appreciate that completely. I know the councilman does, and he needs some sneakers, so we need to bring them over here. But we appreciate it, and I'm sure the community will appreciate it as well. And I'm glad that, Aisha and NCEDC helped navigate you through what can be a difficult process in the city. So we appreciate that and the work that they're doing. So she said it. We are here to support you. Whatever you need from us, count on us. We want to make sure that this store stays open. You have other businesses in this area. I saw Eunice here from King's. I see Jennifer from Four Seasons. You see there's a couple of other businesses in this area. Newark community, we like to stick together. We don't believe that other businesses is competition. We think that it invites more people to the community, and the more the merrier in our neighborhood. We appreciate it. So long success. We wish you well, and God bless you.